am Mrs. Nikhila. I belong to the PG Department of Mathematics, Fatima College, Madurai. You would have studied mathematics in your schools. Mathematics is the queen of all sciences. Mathematics mainly deals with numbers. Based on numbers only, business has flourished this much in this world. What does every business result in? Every business results in two outcomes. One is profit, another is loss. We are going to study a chapter on profit and loss. After completing UG or PG degree, most of you are going to become job seekers. To settle with a government job in life, you need to clear competitive exams in the respective fields. There is no competitive exam without mathematical ability section. There is no mathematical aptitude test without problems from profit and loss chapter. So one of the most important chapters that you have to learn to pass any mathematical ability test is profit and loss. Also you will get problems from this chapter in MBA or MCA entrance test, exams conducted by TNPSC, banks, LIC, Railway Recruitment Board, etc. Also this chapter is useful to score better in SET, NET, CSIR exams, etc. What are SET, NET, CSIR exams? These are the eligibility tests to be cleared to become teaching staff in colleges or universities. Profit loss chapter is not new to you. You have very well studied in your schools. We are just going to have a revision on this. Okay, we shall start with some formulae, some important formulae and a few problems on this. Chapter name is profit and loss. Formula number 1 is profit equal to SP minus CP. What is SP? It is selling price. What is CP? It is cost price. Okay, when do we say that profit occurs in a business? When selling price is more than the cost price. Okay, formula number 1 is profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price is more and cost price is less, so SP minus CP. Formula number 2 is loss. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. If cost price is more and selling price is less, the business results in a loss. So formula number 2 is loss is equal to CP minus SP. Formula number 3, profit percent. Profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100. Profit percentage is profit by CP into 100. Okay, in other words, profit percent is equal to, what is profit formula using 1? SP minus CP by CP into whole divided by CP into 100. SP minus CP, profit substitution, whole divided by CP into 100. Formula number 4 is loss percent. Loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100. That is, in other words, loss percent is equal to CP minus SP by CP. What is loss formula using formula number 2? Loss is CP minus SP. CP minus SP by CP into 100. Okay, these are the 4 basic formulae in this chapter. Based on these 4, we can solve any number of problems. Okay, we shall pass on to problems. Problem number 1. A man buys an article for rupees 27.5 and he sells it for rupees 28.6. Find his gain percent. In this problem, he sells it for rupees 28.6. So selling price is 28.6 and he buys it for 27.5. So cost price is the invested amount. So invested amount is cost price, CP is 27.5. In this case, SP is greater than CP. Okay, selling price greater than CP. Therefore, profit is equal to, therefore we say that profit occurs in this business. Okay, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. What is substitute for selling price? What is selling price? 28.6 minus 27.5. Value is 1.1. So profit is rupees 1.1. Profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100. Profit percent formula, the third formula we use here. Profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100. Substitute for profit, it is 1.1. Substitute for CP, it is 27.5. And multiply this by 100. Value is 1.1 into 100 is 110. Divided by 27.5. So its value is 110 by 275 by 10, which is 275, 10 by 275, 10 by 275. Value is, simplify this, we get the value. So it is 1100 by 275. Divide both numerator and denominator by 25. Both are divisible by 25. So denominator becomes 11. And numerator becomes, denominator becomes 11 into 25, whereas numerator is 11 into 100. So this is equal to 100 by 25, which is equal to 4. So 4% profit he gains. 4% profit he gets. Problem is over. Let us pass on to problem 2. Find selling price when cost price is rupees 56.25 and gain percent is 20. Solution. What is given in this problem? Given in this problem is CP and also gain percent. So given gain percentage is equal to 20, CP is equal to 56.25. What has been asked? We are asked to calculate SP, selling price. The data given is gain percent. So let us use the third formula, gain percent. Gain percent is also same as profit percent. Gain percent is equal to 20. Profit percent formula, gain percent formula is gain by CP into 100 is equal to 20. Gain percent formula is gain by CP. So we substitute for gain percent. What is gain? Apply formula 1. Gain is profit. Profit is SP minus CP. So substitute SP minus CP for gain. SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. SP minus CP divided by CP into 100 equated to 20. Okay. Now A minus B by C form. It is whole divided by CP. It is whole divided by CP. So first term by CP divisor minus second term by divisor. So it is SP by CP minus CP by CP. SP substitute, do not change the first term, retain the first term. It is SP by CP minus CP by CP goes as 1. Okay, multiplied by 100. On cross multiplication, this 100 goes to the other side as into 100 goes to the other side as by 100. So SP by CP minus 1 equal to 20 by 100. What is 20 by 100? 20 by 100 is 1 by 5. This minus 1 is taken to the other side as plus 1. SP by CP equal to 1 plus 1 by 5. This implies SP by CP is equal to, take 5 as LCM, the numerator goes as 5 plus 1 whole divided by 5. So it is 6 by 5. So SP is equal to 6 by 5. SP by CP is equal to 6 by 5. This implies take CP in the denominator to the other side. We are asked to calculate SP. So keep SP alone at the left side. Keep the unknown value alone at the left side. SP is equal to 6 by 5 into CP. Now we know the value for CP, substitute for CP. CP value is 56.25. Now simplify this. SP is equal to, if you simplify this, you will get the required value for selling price. 6 by 5 into 56.25. 56.25 is 5625, 5625 divided by 100. Okay, now this simplify the numerator and denominator. In denominator we have 5 and this is also divisible by 5. Okay, strike off 5 in the denominator, strike off 5 in the numerator also. So this 5625 goes as 1125 after dividing by 5. Okay, now 6 into 1125 divided by 100. What is it equal to? It is equal to, I write here. Again this denominator 100 is divisible by 25. This 1125 is also divisible by 25. 100 is a multiple of 25. 1125 is also a multiple of 25. Therefore we can easily simplify. It is 6 multiplied by 4. 6 multiplied by 25 into, what is 1125? 1125 is 4 into 5. Okay, after divided by 25, 112 divided by 100 divided by 25 is 4. The remainder is 12. So 12 included with 5 goes as 125. And how many 25s are there in 125? It is 5, so it is 45. Denominator goes as 25 into 4. Cancel 25, 25. So it is 6 into 45 by 4. Again simplifying 6 and 4 we have 3 by 2 into 45. What is 3 into 45? 135 divided by 2. Okay. Now this is 67.5. So CP value is, final answer CP value is rupees 67.5. This is the final answer. CP is equal to rupees 67.5. Problem 3. If a radio is purchased for rupees 490 and sold for rupees 465.5, find the loss percentage. In this problem, radio has been purchased for rupees 490. So investment amount is rupees 490, that is cost price is rupees 490, and sold for rupees 465.5. So selling price is rupees 465.5. Which is more? CP is more. Cost price is more than selling price. Therefore there is a loss. What is the loss amount? Loss is equal to CP minus SP. CP is substitute 490 for CP and substitute 465.5 for SP. Okay, on simplification, loss value is equal to rupees 245. What is loss percent? We are asked to calculate loss percent. So apply formula number 4, loss percent. Loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100. Substitute the calculated value for loss. Substitute the given value for CP, simplify the answer. It is 24.5 by 490 into 100. 24.5 into 100 is 2450 on simplification. Denominator is 490. Again cancelling 1 0, both the numerator and denominator we get 245 by 49. Again both numerator and denominator are divisible by 7. So again on simplification we get it is 35 by 7, which is 5. Therefore loss percentage is 5. A person incurs 5% loss by selling a watch for rupees 1140. At what price should the watch be sold to earn 5% profit? Okay, if the person sells the watch for rupees 1140, he gets 5% loss. What should be the selling price if he wants to gain 5%? This is the question. Loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100. Since loss percentage has been given the question, we start the solution from that formula. Fourth formula is loss percent. Loss percent is equal to loss by Cp into 100. Substitute for loss percent. Loss percent is 5. Substitute for loss from third formula. Cp minus Sp. Loss is Cp minus Sp. Okay, simplify this. Into 100 at the right side on cross multiplication goes to the left side as divided by 100. So, left side becomes 5 divided by 100. 5 divided by 100 is 1 by 20. Okay, Cp minus Sp by Cp is Cp by Cp minus Sp by Cp. Cp by Cp is 1 minus Sp by Cp. Okay, 5 divided by 100 goes as 1 by 20 and this goes as 1 minus Sp by Cp. Okay, take minus Sp by Cp to the other side as plus Sp by Cp. Take 1 by 20 to the other side as minus 1 by 20. Okay, Sp by Cp equal to 1 minus 1 by 20. Take 20 as LCM. Numerator goes as 20 minus 1 whole divided by 20. That is 19 by 20. Take this 20 to the other side numerator. So 20 into Sp. Take this Cp to the other side. It is 19 into Cp. Okay. Cp is equal to Cp is equal to 20 by 19 into Sp. Cp is equal to 20 by 19 into Sp. Okay. Now what is the Cp value? Cp value let us first calculate. Cp is from the given data we are calculating Cp value as the first step. Cp is equal to 20 Sp divided by 19. What is Sp? Substitute for Sp from the given question. Sp value has been given in the question as 1140. Okay, substitute for Sp. Then on simplification we get Cp value is equal to rupees 1200. Okay, Cp is 228 into 100. Okay, take these two zeros and have it as 100 at the side. Okay, 2 into 114 goes as 228 divided by 19. And this 228 is divisible by 19. Look at the division. 228 divided by 19. 22 divided by 19 gives the quotient 1. Okay, 19 into 1 is 19. Subtract. So it is 338. 38 is again divisible by 19. And product is 2, quotient value is 2, remainder is 0. Okay, so quotient is 12 into 100, rupees 1200. From one given data, we have got the Cp value, it is rupees 1200. Now let us answer to the question. What is the question? We are asked to calculate the profit percent. No, we are asked to calculate the selling price if the person wants to earn 5% profit. Okay. We are asked to, we have been given 5% profit. So profit percent is equal to profit by Cp into 100. Let us use this formula. Okay, since we have been given profit percentage as 5, let us start with the formula profit percent. Profit percentage is equal to profit by Cp into 100. Profit percentage has been given 5. We are asked to calculate Sp. Substitute for profit, it is Sp minus Cp divided by Cp into 100. Now again take this into 100 at the right side to the other side as divided by 100. So it goes as 1 by 20. Now it is Sp minus Cp whole divided by Cp goes as Sp by Cp minus Cp by Cp. Cp by Cp is 1. Cp by Cp is 1. So 1 by 100, 5 by 100 goes as 1 by 20 plus 1. This minus 1 is taken to the other side as plus 1 equal to Sp by Cp. This implies, again take 20 as LCM here. This will go as 1 plus 20 whole divided by 20. So it is 21 by 20. 21 by 20 is equal to Sp by Cp. This implies 21 by 20 is equal to Sp by substitute for Cp, which we have already calculated in the first step. This is step 1. From one data we are calculating Cp value. This is step 2. We are calculating SP value if the person wants the profit to be 5%. Okay, what we have got in step 1, that is CP value we are using here. Okay, substitute for CP, it is 1200. Okay, cancel one 0 at the left and also at the right. This implies 21 is equal to SP by, again we are cancelling 1 2 here. Here we have 2, here we have 120. After cancelling 2 at both the sides, this 120 goes as 60. Now SP is equal to rupees 21 into 60. What is 21 into 60? It is rupees 1260. So selling price is equal to rupees 1260. Therefore the watch has to be sold for rupees 1260 to earn 5% profit. Problem 5. If the manufacturer gains 10%, the wholesale dealer 15% and the retailer 25%, find the cost of production of a table, the retail price of which is rupees 1265. A table has been manufactured. It passes through 3 hands. The first person is the manufacturer. The second person is the wholesale dealer. Third person is the retailer. The first one is the manufacturer. He gets 10% profit. The second one gets 15% gain. Third one, that is the retailer, gets 25% profit. What has been asked? We are asked to calculate the cost of production, that is cost price of the first person. Okay, cost price of the manufacturer. What has been given? The 3 persons gains have been given. Gain percentages have been given. And another data also has been given. The retail price of which? The retail price of which is nothing but the selling price of the retailer. Retail price of which means it is selling price of the retailer. The selling price of the third person has been given. It is rupees 1265. Okay, I have drawn a table. I have kept all these data, given data in a tabular form. Okay, first person, second person, third person. First person is the manufacturer, second one wholesale dealer, third one retailer. What is the cost price of the first person? Cost price of the, let me keep the cost price of the first person as X. Let us assume that the cost price of the first person as X. Next one. Cost price of the selling price of, what is the selling price for the first person? Selling price is 110% of X. Because 10% is the gain for the manufacturer. 10% is the gain for the manufacturer. Look at the note which I have written here. Notice, if an article is sold at a gain of 35%, then what is the selling price? If an article is sold at a gain of 35%, then the selling price is 100 plus 35% of CP. First he takes the CP and then 35% profit. So it is 35% of CP is also included in the cost of selling price. What is the selling price if there is a 35% profit? CP plus 35% of CP. CP plus 35% of CP is CP plus 35% of CP. Okay. Take CP common. The rest becomes 1 plus 35%, which is 135% of CP. Okay. If a product is sold at a gain of 35%, then the selling price is 35% of cost price. Cost price of the table for the first man is X. What is the selling price then by this note? It is 110% of CP. 110% of X. Okay. Selling price of the first person is same as the cost price for the second person. Selling price for the first person is equal to the cost price for the second person. So cost price for the second person is this 110 by 100 into X. Percentage means by 100, of means x. 110 percentage of x means 110 by 100 into x. Okay, now second person's selling price, second person's income. Okay, it is, what is his gain? What is his gain? 15%. So 100 plus 15 percentage of his cost price. 100 plus 15 percentage is 115 percentage. 115 percentage of his cost price. His cost price is 110 by 100 into x. Next, selling price of second person is equal to cost price of the third person. What is the cost price for the third person? It is 115 by 100 into 110 by 100 into x. Okay. What is the selling price for the third person? Selling price of the third person is 100 plus 25 percentage, because gain for the retailer is 25 percentage. So 100 plus 25 by 100, it is 125 by 100 into his cost price of the retailer. So it is 125 percentage multiplied by 115 by 100 into 110 by 100 into x. And let us apply this data. The data given is the retailer's selling price is rupees 1265. So retailer selling price is this formula, okay, which we have calculated. Therefore, this has to be equated with rupees 1265. On simplifying this, it is 1265 into 100 into 100 into 100 divided by 125, 115, 110. On simplification, we get it is 100. So, cost price of the table is rupees 800. Okay, problem over. You can very well apply the shortcut method in exam, competitive exam. What is that shortcut method? This is the formula for the shortcut method. For the first person gain is, for the first person selling price is 110 percentage of x. 110 percentage of x. For the second person, 15 percentage is his gain. So 100 plus 15 percentage of his cost price, it is 110 by 100 into x. Okay, therefore this goes as the cost price of the third person, retailer. This is the cost price of the retailer. So what is the selling price? The selling price is 100 plus 25 percentage. So it is 125 percentage of retailer's cost price. Therefore it is 125 percentage by 125 by 100 into 115 by 100 into 110 by 100 into x, which is equated to the selling price of the retailer, which is 1265. So formula is 125 percentage of 110, 15 percentage of 110 percentage of x. This is equated to 1265. This is selling price of the retailer. Okay, in exam you can apply this shortcut equation, calculate the value quickly. We have studied just 4 formulae today and a few problems. 5 problems we have done. What are those 4 formulae? I repeat. Number 1, profit is equal to SP minus CP. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. Profit percent is profit by CP into 100. Loss percentage is loss by CP into 100. The entire chapter, profit and loss chapter, is based on just these 4 formulae. Based on these 4 formulae, there are about 250 questions in the book named Quantitative Aptitude by R.S. Agarwal. For more practice, you can refer to this book. I repeat again, name of the book is Quantitative Aptitude by R.S. Agarwal. Okay, you can refer to this book for more practice. Many copies are available in our library. Also, there are many other reference books in our library. You can be most benefited by maximum utilization of our library. If there is any clarification to be made, you can very well contact me or any other staff member of our department. you are most welcome for further discussions. Though you get just 2 or 3 questions from this chapter in any competitive exam, that even takes you to a better position while ranking. Okay, good luck. Have a bright future. I wish you settle in life with good job and in a very high post. All the best. Thank you.